welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share a fun experiment. I'm going to try to eat like my grandmother and my mother when my mother was a child in the late 50s, early 60s. And the reason why I do this is because I spent some time with my mother last week, and we chatted about food, what they were eating when she was a child. And I thought, why not trying to do the same, to eat like this for a day. So she described me a day of eating in summer and in winter too. But today I'm going to go with summer because we are in summer. And so she lived in the countryside, so they had a lot of fruits in their garden and some veggies. And they had a lot of meat every day for lunch. But I had this fish, this fresh fish, I needed to use up. And she told me that on Fridays they had some fish. But first we are going to go back to this morning, and I'm going to show you my breakfast. My grandmother's breakfast. Hello, good morning. This is my breakfast. Today I'm going to eat like my grandmother and my mother. So I try to recreate the same breakfast they had when my mother was a child. She told me that they had the same breakfast every day. And I think she still has the same breakfast, in fact. Yeah, because I saw her last week, and I think she had the same thing. So they had a large coffee with milk, some bread toasted. So she had, my mother had 2 slices of bread. She added some butter and some homemade jam made with the fruits from the garden, because they had a lot of fruits in their garden. So they made some jam in summer, and they could enjoy the jam all year long. And so this is a jam I made yesterday with blackberries I picked in the forest. So now I'm going to enjoy my breakfast, and I will see you for lunch. For lunch, so I recreated what my mother told me. So as a starter, they usually had a raw veggie salad or a potato salad. When they had the potato salad, they didn't have some potatoes for in the main course. But here I made the tomato salad, she told me, with vinaigrette and hard-boiled eggs. And for the main course, I have my fish, as I showed you earlier, with a pepper sauce, and I covered the potatoes with the sauce too. I have some green beans and some cherry tomatoes, but tomatoes is just for color. My grandmother used to drink some wine for lunch, but so I poured a bit in the glass, but I'm not sure I'm going to drink this because otherwise I would have a big headache, so we'll see. And so after the main course, they had some salad. So either a winter salad in winter, such as mash or cresson, or in summer they had some summer lettuce or this kind of summer salad. And afterwards they had some cheese and sourdough bread to go with the cheese. For dessert, they usually had a fruit on a daily basis at lunch and a cake on Sunday. my dinner, so I tried to recreate what my mother told me. So for dinner, they seldom had meat or fish because they already had this for lunch. And for dinner, it was a bit lighter. So they had a recipe with eggs or a casserole with noodles or veggies and cheese. And so I made this recipe of œuf cocotte because this is my grandmother's recipe. I already showed you this on my channel, so I'm going to add some footage afterwards. But it's 2 eggs, cream, cheese, and chives on top, and obviously salt and pepper. And I put this in the oven for 12 minutes. So very simple and delicious. And I have some veggies on the side, so I had a ton of leftover from this for the lunch. So this is the green beans from the lunch. I made this simple salad with lettuce and homemade vinaigrette and some cherry tomatoes. Have some sourdough bread. This is the same glass of wine from lunch. Because I couldn't drink this for lunch. It's impossible for me. So maybe I'm going to drink it tonight. I have also some cheese, of course, some goat cheese and some comté. And for dessert, I'm going to eat something my mother told me they ate a lot. This is a fromage blanc. This is a kind of yogurt, but not fermented. And this is richer in protein. I think it's a specialty from France, but I'm not sure. Some fromage blanc. And I'm going to add some walnuts because they had a lot of walnuts in their garden. And they made some applesauce or fruit sauce with the fruits they had in the garden. And some jam too. Yes, jam for dessert. They had a lot of fruits, as I said, and berries in the garden, so they made a lot of jam. And they loved having jam for dessert with fromage blanc and walnuts. So this is the same jam as this morning. So now I'm going to enjoy my dinner, and I will tell you later what I think of this day and what I could do on a daily basis, but what I could not do, and what I won't do again. And for example, drinking alcohol for lunch. And after this, I'm going to show you the recipe for the œuf cocotte. I'm going to prep dinner. So for dinner, I'm going to cook some eggs in the oven. It's a 2-minute recipe. So I'm just going to throw an egg in each bowl, add a teaspoon of heavy cream, crème fraîche. And I'm going to shred some Swiss cheese on top. You can put whatever cheese you have on hand. And I'm going to add some salt, pepper, and that's it. And I'm going to bake the whole thing 10 minutes in the oven. obviously it would be a faster process if I had some shredded cheese, but I don't. So if you have some shredded cheese, you can have this and skip this process, which is pretty long. I'm going to add a bit of cheese on top because I have some on my windowsill. But obviously you can add whatever dry herbs or nothing. And that's it. It's ready. So here's the final product. I topped with a bit of chives because I still have some chives on my windowsill, but you can add some dry herbs or nothing, in fact, and just salt and pepper. And so now I'm going to cook this in the oven for 10 minutes at 210 degrees.